Hi, this is Summer from Summer's Tips and Stitches, and today I would like to do a DIY project with you, a do-it-yourself. Today, also in the video, you might see my son Flynn. He's here with me, he's 5, and he is helping out. All of you moms and dads at home and grandma know how much help they can be. So for this video, I would like to show you how to make a 3-tier stand. Your first thing that you will need are 3 tiers. So you can go to the dollar store and get some plates, or 2 plates in a bowl.
Mom,
real nice. Yes,
put
Flynn?
those down carefully, not slam it on the table.
All right, thank you. So I chose for this project to get 2 plates, a larger one and a medium-sized one, and a bowl. And I chose clear. You also will need 2 candle holders, and these will be used for between the layers. In addition, you'll need a glue. Now, I've seen a lot of people do this project and they suggest using hot glue. My tip for this video is to not use hot glue. Hot glue does not work very well on smooth surfaces. It also will dry and harden and it will just pop off. What I recommend using is E6000. This is a great crafting glue and this is great for glass. You can purchase this at any of your craft stores like Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. And you also can get this at Walmart, and they do have it in the craft section at Walmart. This glue will cost roughly $3 to $5, somewhere like $3.49 or $3.99. Also, in order to make sure that your project is balanced and in the correct positioning, you'll need a tape measure and a marker, and I just grabbed a regular washable marker to mark your middle spot. Let's get started. Okay, so for this part, I lay my tape measure right here across the glass, and I make a mark, and then I turn it the other way, and then I make a mark, and so I have a green dot here where the center of this plate will be, and I'll do it here. I lay my tape measure across, make a mark, lay it across this way, and now I have the center. The next part that we're going to be doing will be gluing the candle holders to each of the plates. Something I was thinking about while making this video is if you leave the mark, and I don't know if you can see that, I have a green dot on here, and then you go and glue this candle holder, you're going to always have that green dot trapped under here. So I came up with another idea. I took a piece of paper and I put a little yellow dot on there. I lined up my dot that I made on the plate on top of the yellow dot, and then I can wipe my green mark away, and that still is my center mark. Now, if you're someone that's going to be creative and fun and colorful and you're going to use multicolored plates, maybe if you're using a pink plate, use a pink marker, because obviously the see-through method is not going to work for you. Okay, so for gluing the candle holder, I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to put a very small layer of glue around the edge of the candle holder. After I'm done gluing, smearing my glue, I will show you up close what it looks like. Now, I do believe that if you make a mistake with your placement, you can quick pick it up, take a wet hot washcloth, wipe it off, and try again. I don't recommend it. I mean, just try to be careful. But you see there, I have a layer of whitish glue around the edge. I'm going to take it and I'm going to line it up with where I have my dot. There it is. I'm just going to leave it there for a moment and get my next layer. Okay, so to do the next tier, you're going to need to put a little thin layer of glue, like I said before for the other, on the top of this candle holder now. This is going to get double layer of glue. And then you're going to put it carefully on there. There we go. We've got the next layer glued. I'm going to take my cloth and wipe off my dot that I had from the previous level, because when I go to put this next candle holder on there, I'm going to be able to see where the middle is. So again, I'm putting a nice thin layer along the edge. One thing I like to say about buying these at the dollar store is that obviously they're $1 and these are not the best quality. A lot of times I buy the wine glasses I paint from the dollar store and they have air bubbles in them. So if you want to make sure you're making something that you are really happy with and are satisfied with the quality, maybe take a little bit of time and look at all of the plates in the stack. You know, check for air bubbles, check for chipping, because when I was doing this right now, as I was gluing the base of this candle votive or holder, I just realized that there is a chip and there is an air bubble in there. So when I'm putting my next layer down, I can see where the other candle holder is right underneath. I look through, and I've got my second tier on. Now I'm going to be doing my third tier. I'm really happy about this bowl. The project I saw had another plate, but I like the idea of using a bowl. So here I am. I take my E6000. I'm gonna glue a nice thin layer so it's not gooping out everywhere. Also, plus when you keep it a nice thin layer, it won't extend past the candle holder on the outside of your project. And then it looks like I gotta stand up again because it's getting tall and I'm short. And I'm placing this gently in the center. Now, there it is. Now this glue says for drying, you can put it next to a fan, but what does it say here? I should have looked that up, I suppose, before I start talking about this. But it doesn't say on here at all how long. Oh, allow for 24 hours worth of drying. So that is quite a lot. But this is what the basic project looks like. In a bit, I'm going to let it not sit here for 24 hours for just a little while. And then I'll show you some uses. Or maybe I'll make another video and show you that. But what I wanted to tell you in this video is, one, like I said, you can get these at the dollar store. The other thing you can do, and this is another tip that I have, is you can go to Goodwill. A lot of times that I found when purchasing wine glasses at Goodwill, a lot of times I find some really good quality and some good brands at Goodwill. And you can tell because they have like the brand name of the wine glass etched in the bottom. So you can also go to Goodwill. Now granted, they're not going to be $1 each, but they're also probably not going to have as many air bubbles and chips in it as if you were going to be purchasing this at the dollar store. Some of the ways that I think that this would really look nice to use it is you could put this in your bathroom on the counter and display your makeup on it. Or you can put some of your costume jewelry on here. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you what this looks like having yarn in it. That was my vision of this project. Is after you're done with a blanket or an afghan or a baby sweater and you have all these little balls of yarn, I thought it'd be super cute to put all these little balls of yarn here and here and here and save them, so when you have, you know, a little bit more than a couple balls, when you have about 20 or 30 little balls, you can make what's called a scrapgan, and that's an afghan made out of scrapped yarns. So we're going to pause the video here, let this dry for a bit, and then I'll show you this wonderful 3-tiered stand in use. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got some costume jewelry on this 3-tier stand. I have some bracelets up here in the bowl. On this one we have more bracelets and also some rings. And then on the bottom I have some necklaces laid out. So you can use your 3-tier stand as a nice way. There's really nowhere to hide in filming in this house. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. I just have stuff everywhere. I was feeling bad because I just showed you my refrigerator with all that junk on it. But anyway, and you can see my super awesome lighting because I took a light from the downstairs and used that because I'm not like a real YouTuber and I don't have a ring light. But anyway, so this is my 3-tier stand displaying jewelry.
Let's do.
All right, so another way, this is Maddie's idea, is to use as a fruit stand. Now, you could also use this at a party and possibly have dip in the top and, you know, chips or fruit and fruit dip or veggies. So that was her idea. There's my Maddie. So that is another idea. This is idea number 2, to use it as like a fruit or food stand. Okay, so here is my wonderful 3-tier stand being used to display or hold my makeup. You can put this in your bathroom. Here are some makeup brushes. Here is some foundation, whatever, eyeshadow, lip gloss, bronzer, primer, whatever. So you can use this 3-tier to be a nice way to display your makeup in your bathroom. And here is my final idea, getting ready. So this is the final way, and to be honest, now looking at it, it's not very practical, but I do think it's cute. So I have some yarn here, leftover scraps, if you will. A few little balls here. I think if you wanted to make your craft room look super cute, you could do this, but I do agree that the more practical uses of it would be makeup, jewelry, or possibly fruit, or use it as some kind of like table display. But that is what I've made for you today, a do-it-yourself 3-tier stand. If there are any other ways that you think you could use this cute stand, go ahead and make a comment. Please share and like this video, and thank you for watching, and happy crafting.